As a person trying to improve how attractive they are, or trying to improve their sex appeal, it's a weird like kind of equation, because it's very interesting. If you have the look, you feel me, you got the body nice, you feel me, you got like a face card, don't decline and shit, you got fucking, bro, you know how to dress, you feel me, like you got some style on you, most of the work is done. 80% of the work is done. You're gonna find a lot of people who are attracted to you just purely off of that, right? Just very naturally, you feel me, no shift needed, but anything on the external. The thing is, that last 20%, after the 80% is done, that last 20%, if you do not have it, it is the make or break. If you do not have it, the rest of the 80% is fucking worthless. You know what I mean? And the reason why is because that 20% within it holds very key things. Confidence being one of them, conviction being one of them, dominance being one of them. You know what I mean? The way you carry yourself being one of them. And that all comes into how you carry yourself and things like that. But the thing is, when it comes to attraction, a lot of it, especially like for young men, like a lot of it is not physical so much as it is metaphysical. You'll see guys that, I'm sure you can attest to this, guys that, you know, are not the best looking. I'm not going to say they're ugly or nothing like that. That pull tons of women. A lot of them, like, maybe even super attractive, right? The thing is because you're looking at it from a frame of attraction still, but also adding on to that a layer of judgment, where you're not only judging yourself, but you're judging that man, and then you're also judging the woman that he's with, and you're determining based off of their physical attributes what either one of them deserve, or what either one of them can afford to date, if that makes sense. Whereas the man who, you know, might not be super attractive, that is dating all these women or has no problem with women, really, it's not because he's looking at himself that it's like, oh, I'm the most attractive dude on the planet. You know, a lot of times these guys, they're just like, I just see myself as me, you know? I don't think it's a problem to go after what I like. I don't think that I'm asking for too much. I don't think that I have to bend over backwards. I don't think that there's something that I need to do to qualify for dating a woman, or any type of woman that I particularly find attractive, you know? And that is the difference maker. See, a lot of guys will look at these men who are like not as conventionally attractive, and they'll say things like, oh, I don't know how he got her, he must be funny, you know, he must have money, he must da-da-da-da-da. And to be honest, a lot of it is cope. A lot of it is cope. And I know that it sounds like cope on the other side as well, to just be like, oh, really, confidence is the only thing that matters. It's not the only thing that matters. But if you don't have it, everything else falls to the wayside. Why? Let me tell you about the whole looks maxing thing. With looks maxers, you'll find this judgment everywhere, right? You'll find even people who are like super attractive, you know, again, bro, no digging, bro, but like people who can probably go into modeling that will nitpick themselves for the most irrelevant bullshit. And people can sense that. And it's not in the sense that they're not attractive, but they're moving like they're not attractive. They're moving like they're not enough. They're moving like they have something to prove to the woman, to themselves, maybe even to other men. You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's like at the end of the day, they don't see themselves as enough to ask for what they want. And that is the entire difference maker from somebody who is attractive versus unattractive. Now, don't hear what I'm not saying. You can have this mindset of I'm okay just the way I am, still not know how to dress, still not know how to speak, still not know how to carry yourself, still not know how to have a standard, still not know how to maintain confidence. And shit might not work out for you, but the thing is like, once you have that inner value locked down to where it's like, I don't have to prove myself to anyone, is when it comes, you enter a different level of perception. Because think about it like this, and I honestly, I feel like if you don't take anything from this, take this. Anything you do or say with enough conviction is law. Not effective, not it works well. Anything you do or say with enough conviction is law. And notice I'm not saying confidence, because confidence is included within this. I'm saying conviction. Why? Because you should be able to know I have nothing to prove to anybody, let alone a woman, the same way that you know the sky is blue and 1 + 1 is 2. It shouldn't be an ego thing to you. It shouldn't be oh, I'm puffing out my chest because, oh, these women don't know what a man like me, is worth, and I'm a high value man, and this and this and that, and I gotta put a woman in her place and let her recognize who she met. No, bro, like, here's the thing. They're gonna see your value or they're not. Whether they do is not your problem. It's not your problem. And I'm gonna be so real with you. Hold on, I gotta make sure that I'm merging safely. But whether they do or not is really not your problem. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is I'm assured enough in myself to understand that even though improvements can be made, I'm okay just the way I am. And that's where I think a lot of people miss when it comes to, again, this brings it back to the attraction and things like that, and also the judgment. A lot of people miss that the judgment is not, oh, I don't know how to dress, I don't know how to groom myself, I don't know how to talk to women, I don't know how to this and that. And that's cool, you just don't know. But that doesn't make you less of a person. That doesn't devalue you. That doesn't turn you into somebody who isn't worthy of dating a woman he's attracted to. You know what I mean? That doesn't disqualify you. Because if you don't know, you just don't know. All it is a matter of learning. Have you ever gone to your teachers and they said, oh, hey, I'd like you to recite your ABCs for me. And then you went A, B, C, Q, and they were like, you fucking dumb piece of shit. Because if they were, I'm gonna be real with you, bad teacher, right? But most teachers weren't moving like that. And the reason why is because you're not dumb as a kid trying to learn your ABCs. You're not dumb as somebody trying to learn, how can I make dating more effective for me? How can I make, my love life, my intimacy more effective for me? You're not a bad person for not knowing. You just don't know. That doesn't devalue you. That doesn't disqualify you. If anything, it puts you in the right position to be able to learn and to be able to understand what works for you and what you can take down the road, rather than trying to kick yourself over and over again just because you don't understand. You know what I mean? And that's what I think. Again, a lot of people get this wrong about attraction, bro. A lot of people get this wrong about seduction. A lot of people get this wrong about dating, about sex appeal. This shit is a skill, bro. This shit isn't something that you're just born with or not. This shit is a skill. The way you present yourself, the way you dress, the way you take care of your body, you make sure you're healthy, you look fit. You feel me? If you want me to get more explicit, like, you look like you could lay some pipe down if it came down to it. You feel me? And then not only that, but it's like, if you want to get into the mouthpiece, we can talk about that. Like, you talk like you can lay some pipe down, and that's not bragging about your dick game or nothing like that. but it's more so just you talk with a level of conviction. And it's not just conviction, but it's also sexual conviction, that it's like, you know what you can do and you know what you're capable of. And the thing is, that comes from learning. You're not born with it. It's not innate. You have to learn it. And that's why the real mindset shift that I want you to make is that even though you're learning and you're learning the game and you're learning how to present yourself, you're learning all these things that I've mentioned, it doesn't devalue you. You can go out right now. You can go out this weekend and talk to a woman that you're interested in. You can go out this weekend, right now even, and ask out a woman on a date with what you have now at your disposal. Who you are now is enough to put the steps forward. And even then, now you're learning from your own experience. You can understand, this is what works for me, this is what I like to do, or maybe this isn't working for me, maybe I need to come at it a different way. But it's never, I'm less valuable because I can't do it. That's the mindset that I want you to shift today. Now, again, something that I want you to just try is that if you feel yourself in your mind starting to doubt your own value or your worth based off of whatever romantic, intimate, or dating troubles that you might have, I just want you to repeat in your mind, I don't have to judge myself to make adjustments. If you need to say it in the mirror, go ahead and do that too. I don't have to judge myself to make adjustments. And just leave it at that. You can make those adjustments, but that doesn't devalue you.